Well, hello, Leo. Welcome to your May reading. I already got a feel for your energy in May, and it's a little interesting. It kind of feels like a counseling session, so prepare yourself for that little gem. Okay. Okay. So we're going to get into your cards. We have Exorcist in reverse, fear of facing your own demons, and let go of urgency, surrender, and freedom from time constraints. Okay, first things first, Leo. Um, I'm feeling that you've put yourself on some sort of plan of what you're going to do next, what you're going to do with your life. It's one of those things where you go, if I just do this, if I just get this other job, my life will be better, right? So you're focusing on that other thing. And this begs you to look at, is that other thing actually going to make it better? Right? Is there something you need to deal with now? And running away from your problems doesn't resolve that. It's not going to make you happier. Um, so it's sort of begging you to have a sense of balance in where you are now. Okay, not to stop you from growth or growing or making changes, but for you to be more realistic about what you think the outcomes are going to be, you know? Okay. And then we have letting go, breach, whale, third chakra, spirit keeper of the south, woman holding a heart, and peace pipe. Yeah. There's a need for you to get real with your emotions and how your emotions are causing you to react in probably extreme ways. Um, and to get more balanced in that area with your emotions and your actions together, like the cause and effect of that. I see that there's a focus on you having more abundance, and this is not just money. This is just like an abundant life, an abundant situation, um, abundance all around you, right? And it is highlighting or putting a spotlight on your actions to achieving that. And if it's useful for you, like if it's helpful or if it's not, right? Like if you could do something better or look at something in a different way, would it help you more in your particular situation? Because I have like runner energy, getting out of something, moving on, thinking of the future, focusing on the future, and thinking that that will be the big finish or answer to all of your prayers and all of your troubles. Okay? All right, so let's get into the cards, okay? Okay, Leo. Let's see. For May, Nine of Wands, Death. I feel like these two are interchangeable, but we'll figure out why here shortly. The Empress, Lovers, Four of Cups, Five of Wands. Yeah, the Four of Cups in the middle tells me something is missing. There's something you're not paying attention to. There's something you're not seeing due to your emotions, high or low. You know, sadness or like extreme, extreme happiness, like extreme. In what way? Anger, disappointment, you know. Okay, let me stop. Page of coins, five of coins, and the ace of wands. Okay. So I'm seeing that there is, yeah, it's like you need to deal with your emotions or get them balanced. You're missing kind of the point of your emotions. It's like you're feeling some type of way and you're just translating it as anger and then lashing out as anger and not trying to figure out like where it came from or why or how you've gotten to this point, something like that. Why you interpret it this way, things like that. There's a need for you to dig deep. Yeah, dig deep and figure some things out here. Almost like you're learning about your emotions and how you react to them for the first time. Okay. No preconceived notions when you're going into this. I feel like that would be the best uh, way to do this. So, why did I feel like Death and Nine of Wands were interchangeable? So, this tells me that you've been trying to turn your life around and you find it hard. Okay. So you've been trying to do things differently, change jobs, uh, resolve relationship issues, whatever. There's something you've been trying to change for the better in your life, and you found it very hard, or you've had to put a lot of hard work into achieving it, or to getting there. And then the other side of that coin is working very, very hard and then having transformation. So now I see with the emotions part. When you do the hard work, the hard and uncomfortable work of figuring out your emotions and what they mean, and that shadow work and deep diving into that information, it's heavy. It's not easy. It's not fun. You have to make some realizations about yourself and admit some things, you know. There's some acceptance involved, and then you go to transformation. So it's up to you how you choose to approach this. I feel like in the past or leading up until now, you've been approaching, if I do a big change, you know, then things will be different, instead of if I work on myself or learn about myself, then things will change. Okay. Either way, long story short, I see you wanting to just nurture yourself. You're just trying to figure out like where's the best place for you to be fruitful and for you to feel nurtured and cared for and respected, things like that in this, in the area and the situation that you're in, depending on what it is. Yeah. This is actually not about love, how I'm feeling it now. We'll come back to it though. But this feels like a transformation in your connection with yourself. The more that you're learning about yourself, the deeper that connection will be, right? And you'll see things that you missed, and the things that you missed were making things hard, right? It was making these hills you had to climb over and these issues you had to fix and these situations going on. And that will resolve that for sure. So less fighting and more growing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So in May, I see that you're going to have to integrate some new tactics, some new things about yourself. Um, like when I feel this certain emotion or when I want to lash out, I want to think about where that feeling is coming from. Is it coming from feeling disrespected? Is it coming from needing to take my power back? Is it coming from me needing to exert my power to show my strength? Where is it coming from? Okay. So it's like a skill to stop and process what you're feeling and why you're feeling something of that nature. So there's something that you're integrating into your life, um, that's going to help you change, go through a rebirth. Some of you could simply be getting a new job as well, a new home, and have to move to a different place. That's a big change as well. Okay. Ooh. But even if you go through a big change or you shift something in your life or you go to another job, there's still something emotional there that needs to be dealt with. And I'm seeing it here. There's something emotional that still needs to be seen. So you can ignore it, but it's going to come back up again, right? So you might as well pay attention to it now, is what I'm seeing. Wow. Once you deep dive into this part of you, I feel like it can be scary and you don't want to admit it, you don't want to do it, you don't want to go through the acceptance. But I feel like once you do it, you start to discover almost a piece of yourself that you didn't know was there, and that's exciting. That's interesting. And I feel like you want to know more about that, or and it may help you dive deeper into your spirituality. For those of you who are planning on starting a new job or something, I feel like there's a pause there. Or if you were supposed to get a raise, I feel like there's a pause there. And you're feeling some sort of way about it emotionally. There's still some sort of pause in what it is that you're doing. Yeah. You have to stay where you are or hold the space for right now. Uh like a delay. I do see big changes coming for you in May, Leo. Um, just in the way you've been doing things. So, like I said, you're integrating new thought processes and things like that. Maybe even a new job or the way you do something, the way you go to work. It could be anything. It's like you're integrating something new into your life. It kind of loosens up the energy, is how I feel it. Everything isn't so strict. Everything isn't so planned. Everything isn't so meticulous. It puts a little looseness in there. And you know, looseness always means that there's an opportunity to learn something new or get a different perspective. So that's what I see. You want to get more connected with yourself, right? Like you're feeling distant from yourself, or maybe disconnected in whatever way, lost, confused, all of those words that resemble that same energy. Um, and you will be getting connected and closer to yourself. And that's going to help you with your relationships, which we'll get in a second or after later. I see a big chance for you to meet a soulmate. And a soulmate, I just mean someone that you were supposed to meet in this lifetime. And it's like you can't think of your life without this person. Or if you're already with someone, you're reconnecting with them and you're like, well, man, I really love this person. Okay. Um, and you're going to express it more. Yeah, see something that you wanted or something you thought you were gonna get, being a letdown. I hate to say that, but it just doesn't feel like it's working out the way you thought, or there are some like hidden complications that you have to deal with. But I don't feel like you're giving up. I just feel like you're taking a different route, if that makes sense. It's not the one that was planned. Be careful of feeling like things are too hard. Too hard, I don't want to do it. I'll just stay where I am. I'll just do the same things I've been doing. Be careful of that energy sneaking up on you, because that's what happens when you have to do actual inner work. It's rough, okay? Um yeah, I just see it being a hard road and you not feeling like you're in control, and feeling like some moments within this month that you want to give up, don't give up, okay? Be sure that you're paying attention to your emotions. I don't know why this keeps coming up, but I feel like you probably react to your emotions. Like if you get sad, you drink. If you get happy, you, I don't, do something reckless. I don't, who knows? Okay. But it's just like pay attention to your emotions and where they're going and why you have them. Yeah, that form of education about yourself is really going to help open up doors to um, how you communicate through your emotions. It'll also help you be more mature within your emotions. Cause less recklessness, whatever that means for you. And even though I'm seeing some disappointments being told to you, things are still in your favor. It's just like this is a hump you have to get over, but it's still in your favor. So don't just give up, okay? Take time to nurture yourself. I would say it's because you're doing a lot of self care. I'm sorry, a lot of inner work that you need to do self care, Leo. Okay, so so start doing that. If you don't do it, start integrating it. If you do it, try different ways to do it. Not just meditation, not just taking a nap, not just doing a bath, okay? But try different things, journaling, exercise, whatever, you know. Try something else as well. You may want to experiment on different things too. It's like you want a full toolbox of what you can use for self care, and pull it out depending on the situation that you're in. It'll be helpful for you. Yeah, be careful of being agitated. I feel like this is a part of the emotional part because things are kind of tough right now, just a little bit. That you want to get defensive or you may start arguments or fights. But again, that's why it's important for you to understand your emotions and how you react to them, because you don't want to react prematurely or immaturely to something and then have to deal with the repercussions of that, because it feels like something comes out of it that you weren't planning, you know. um, it wasn't the investment that you wanted to put in the situation, you know. Also, creativity. Focus on creativity. Oh, okay. So if you're angry or overly sad, focus on creating something. You may want to start coloring. You may want to start playing an instrument. You may want to learn how to uh, make jewelry or make rugs. I was watching a K-pop video and he was like, I want to make rugs. And that just reminded me of it. Or learning how to make rugs or anything of that nature. Okay. You, or maybe start a new spiritual practice, right? Maybe you stepped out of your spirituality and you want to get back in. This is a good time to start that as well, okay? Because it's like offsetting the hard internal work you have to do that kind of makes you feel like you're out of control, and putting more control into your life by connecting with spiritual energy, okay? Or your intuition. All right. It's so interesting. There's a specific way this wants to go. It is not the way I thought it was. Ignore that, guys. That was my Alexa if you heard it. That's a bonus. Okay. All right, Leo, let's see what this bonus thing is. Have patience. Whatever you're doing, buying a house, going on a job search, there's something materialistic, something tangible that you're trying to achieve. Take your time because I feel like you're going to hit some snags in May, and it's like they don't want you to give up on it. It's just not the time. Okay. Okay, so for money and career, maybe you are looking for another job and you feel like this is going to fix everything. I see it. You feel like this is going to fix it all, right? Because you're not happy where you are. You're starting to get defensive. You may be putting up walls. You may be burning bridges. I'm seeing that you need to stop doing that now, okay? You need to start being more friendly. Because it looks like you're going to be there or be in your situation a little like stuck in a hard between a rock and a hard place for a little while. So don't get too overly excited. Same with spending money. I don't know why that's coming. Investments. Okay, so in love, you're either starting to date again, rekindling a love you already have, like making it stronger, wanting to flirt more, wanting to get more uh intimate and not just sexual, but like intimate with your partner. I see there needing to be a rebirth in emotion and love between two people. Yeah, for some reason they're not initiating it. So that's another reason why you're the one doing it, but you do have the feeling, right? So I feel like they're going to turn you down for a little while just because and it doesn't necessarily it's like this is them like a cat and mouse game. I feel like it doesn't mean anything. It's like they're just doing this. I'm rolling my eyes cuz that's how I feel. Um but I feel like there's a good connection between you two. Like if you're in a relationship, like whatever this relationship is pretty solid. It's just that no one is making any effort, so you're just kind of in the motion of things. I don't see a breakup. I don't see you being single or anything. I see they're turning into communication. For you single people, I see that you're open and ready for love and you want to start dating around and changing your relationship status. But I see it being hard for you to find someone to communicate and connect with in the level that you want to. But if you were wanting to keep it fun and have one night stands, I don't see there being a problem, honestly. But keeping them around, I see being a problem in May for some reason. You have previously been speaking a lot or non-verbally communicating a lot um, with a focus on money, a job. Um, there's something that you're trying to gain. You've been having a hard time, and it's like you're trying to speak it into reality. Interesting. It's like you're trying to manifest it into the world. Like speak, I'm seeing like speaking it out into the world. But there's problems with that. Yeah, you need to work on your emotions. Your emotions are manifesting and creating things through your actions. That's what's happening here. So once you resolve how you're non-verbally communicating to the world or to through energy, that will stop. But that's something that you're going to work on in May. I'm seeing a lot of talk, not a lot of action. What does this even mean? And needing to resolve that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Um, so let's say you buy a house and then you realize that the kitchen flooring is not as good as they told you it is. So you'll have to pull it up and then put down new flooring. So I see you being mad and calling people and being angry like about it, but really you could have did it in a weekend, you know? So it's like less anger, less talking, less lashing out, and more how can I resolve this? Okay. Yeah, and that's a part of the emotion, working on your emotions. Got it. It's all tied together. Okay, let's see what spirit has for you, Leo. Growth. Emotional. What did I say? Emotional growth, learning about your emotions and how they are being portrayed by the universe, how they're being communicated, how they're being received into energy, and what they're being manifested into. That's exactly what this is about. Soulmate. Oh, yep. How you're communicating with others, how you're connecting with others. All this is the emotional part. All of this is linked together. Yeah. And wisdom, emotional wisdom. Everything I said in the reading. I don't have anything to add. Nothing at all. All right, Leo, I love you. Happy May. Talk to you later. Bye bye.